Claude Code just changed website design forever. It can now build beautiful, responsive websites that clients pay thousands of dollars for.
Stop right here, because this first step is where most beginners overcomplicate everything.
To understand the power of this Claude CMS and just how epic it is, the first thing we need to do, though, is actually build together a beautiful website within Claude Code that looks unique.
Look at this. He's not telling you to learn code or buy expensive software. It's one app and a $20 plan, and that's the entire toolkit. I've seen people spend months researching tools when the answer is this simple.
And will actually convert. So step number one is literally grab the Claude app. It's literally, if you catch up on the masterclass, you're just downloading Claude Desktop and you want to be on the $20 a month plan to get started. You can use online services like Livable, Bolt.new, Base44, AI Studio. We're going to be using the Claude.
But a tool alone won't save you, because what he does next is what separates amateur sites from professional ones.
Now, what we want to do realistically is get inspiration to make it feel like it's not a Claude-generated website, which is what 99% of them look like. And we can help Claude know this in a couple of ways. One is just sharing the URL. So I think this is a beautiful website. I really like the vibe.
Notice what he's doing. He's not asking the AI to guess what looks good. He's feeding it proven designs that already work, and that's exactly how professionals think. Most beginners skip this and wonder why their site looks generic.
They've done such a good job of scale, probably one of the best jobs I've seen in a while, actually, of making things feel big and small at the same time, the blending lots of elements together. So what you can do is either find websites that you like, you can come down and take screenshots of this, and we can literally grab this like so, copy it, shoot straight over to Claude and literally drop in those screenshots. Another classic example, by the way, is a website called Dribbble.com. This one's awesome for finding websites that make.
And once you've got that inspiration loaded, watch what happens on the very first build attempt.
And get started. And guys, this was its one-shot output. Cut cost, not capability. Your workflow, your tools, automated on your terms, blah, blah, blah. As you can see, I've got these two images. These are going to be a list of companies that we work with, which is cool. Measured reliability. This is gorgeous. And what it's also done for me, which is incredible, is generated specific images.
Look at those custom graphics. Nobody designed those by hand. The AI studied the inspiration and matched the style on its own. And that's the part most people don't believe until they see it. This level of output used to take a design team days.
Check this out. I told it would have things like Hermes Agent, and it's built this custom graphic for me. Why has it done that? Well, do you remember the original? The original thing here, for example, had this on it, which is it had a nice background, and then it had a actual like screenshot of something on top of it. So you can see this is what it's done. I think this is for a one-shot, really unique. You're not going to get this just by prompting Claude and slotting things into it.
But no first draft is ever perfect, and the next step is how you push it from good to undeniable.
About ways that we may want to improve this website. For example, I would quite like to have maybe some logos there, some visuality, which is cool. And then I think what would be cool, I think this is good. Maybe we could improve this section a little bit. So what I might do is just take a screenshot of this like so. Come back over to Claude, and you can just ask it to do certain things.
Watch his process, screenshot what you like, point at it and say, make it more like this. You don't need design talent, you need taste and the patience to go back and forth a few times. That feedback loop is the real job here.
I could say, hey, I like the kind of patchy design of this, or I love the way that this part of the website looks. You just literally come back, you take the screenshots, you say, hey, Claude, I want it to do more like this or more like that, or any inspiration that you like, and Claude will go ahead and execute. Then effectively, you just go back and forward a couple of times until it reaches the point where you're like, dude, this is perfect.
And once the design is locked, the next move puts it on the internet without spending a single dollar.
Step is to actually get this hosted. And the way to do that is to tell Claude Code to do two things, which is the following. Hey there, I would like you to create a private GitHub repo. And then I want you to go ahead and basically post this onto Vercel, creating a website. Now,
two tools, one stores your website, one puts it online, and the AI connects to both for you. Notice he never opens a settings page or touches a server. Free hosting used to be the catch in tutorials like this, but this setup is the real deal.
What is GitHub? What is Vercel? TLDR, if you're not familiar. GitHub is just an online place where we store stuff. So websites, all the code basically lives in GitHub. So all the code that we're building for our website, loads of different individual files. GitHub is just a place where it lives. And then Vercel is the agent that then deploys this. So if you imagine the code, the information lives in GitHub, and Vercel is just a one-to-one reflection of what lives in GitHub, right? This kind of deploys the website.
Now here's where it gets serious, because a live website is only half the business.
Very nicely onto the CMS. Now, the cool thing that you can do with Claude Code is actually tell it, hey, I want you to build for me a central management system for managing my website. And this is what I want. I want it to have this feature and that feature. And Claude will actually build that for you and sync everything together. I'm going to show you an example of exactly how this works.
Listen to the structure, build the site, deploy it, then drop it into a control panel anyone can use. That control panel is what clients actually pay for, because nobody wants to call a developer for every text change. He thought through the handoff, and that's professional level thinking.
But the way that I kind of structured this myself is essentially really simple. So the idea, and I think the best way that I found to do this, is you build a website just like we did, and we post it on Vercel. That is step one.
Quick pause here. If what I'm sharing is making sense and you're thinking, okay, but how does this actually work in a real system? I've put together a free training that walks through the exact structure and process we use. It's not theory, it's a behind-the-scenes walkthrough of how the system is set up, how the pieces fit together, and how most of the heavy lifting is already handled, so you're not starting from zero. If you want to see how it's structured and decide for yourself if it's a good fit, the link is in the description. All right, let's jump back in.
Step two is what I call the ingestion machine. I thought long and hard about the structure, what would be the best way when you've got the CMS. And effectively, what we want to do here, guys, is get this website. So build a system where we just simply drop it in, and I'll show you exactly what that looks like. And then you can hand off the keys to the client to do whatever they
And the final step is the handoff itself. Watch how clean this is.
want to. And if my client says to me, hey, Jack, I love this website. I would love the ability just to be able to edit and do various different things. I can say, hey, no problem. I can come down here and all I'm going to do is share this link with them. Okay. And then I'm going to share with them a password like hello6. Now, obviously you wouldn't use that in reality.
One link, one password, and the client edits their own website without ever calling you. Notice they can change text and images but can't break the structure. That guardrail is the smartest part of the design. This is what a real handoff looks like.
But you get the idea. And effectively what happens is they get this link, which is this link right here. We just copy and paste that one. We come over, we paste in a password, we unlock the editor, and then this is the client opening it up and it's like, hey, this looks really cool. Now they themselves, they get a guide about how does it work, this is how you edit it. This is insane.
And if this is what one system can do, imagine what happens when you stack the rest of these skills on top. Whether you like this video or not, really hit the like button. You know why? Because I gave you the exact training for free that our paid members get. This video is going to be in the members area for the paid members, and you got it for free. So yes, don't you think I deserve a like? Go ahead, like it, share with your friends and family, subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet. Make sure you switch on the notification bell button, and of course, ask your friends and family to subscribe and switch on the notification bell button. It's very important for us because we have a goal of getting 10,000 subscribers in next 3 months. And the only way we can do that is when you hit the subscribe button. Go ahead, do it. And for more money techniques, watch these videos and these videos, and we will see you on the next one.